One of the things that I do at the United Nations is I try to break down what can seem like big and intractable issues into simple human stories. When Syria was using chemical weapons, bringing in a survivor of a chemical weapons attack and ensure that his story was told within the council, so it didn't, the council members were less able to kind of experience the psychic numbing that can happen as a conflict, goes on for a long time. Part of our projecting U.S. leadership means also showing that the United States cares about individuals. And the more that we meet with civil society, the more we lift up those voices, I think the more powerful the message is to other countries. It's amazing how much of diplomacy sometimes gets focused on, did we get a resolution through the UN Security Council? Did we get a press statement? Holbrooke saw the utility in getting tools like that in play, but those are just inputs. What mattered was actually what's the outcome out in the real world for real people. And he was the person from whom I really learned to think about humanizing a conflict that can otherwise seem very remote and very abstract. He was magnificent when he would go into a conflict area at pulling out the story, the single story. Or I remember when he went to Bosnia, he wasn't in the government at the time, and talked to somebody who had survived a Serbian concentration camp, and that individual had carved a wooden statuette of a prisoner. And Ambassador Holbrooke came back to the United States and was lobbying the government, our government, and as well as governments from other countries to do more. And when he went into the meetings, he would start the meetings by putting the wooden statue on the table and describing, which was again an image of a prisoner, and describing the prisoner who gave it to him and what his experiences were. And it just rendered so much more vivid the human toll of that conflict, and rendered his advocacy so much more powerful.